Hello, you're watching Forex Trader Calendar on InstaForex TV channel with me, Kate Stichina. The euro-dollar, the most popular trading pair, has started its volatile week. Italy's plan to ramp up public spending set the tone of trades. Will there be any changes? Let's have a look at the trader calendar. The European Central Bank's monetary policy meeting will be the key event of this week. However, this is unlikely to greatly affect markets, being just another reason to sell off the euro. The bank's press conference afterwards will be the closely watched event. Investors will look for hints on the timing when the ECB starts unwinding its quantitative easing. The latest inflation data showed a rise in prices in line with the target of the central bank. However, the European policymakers are likely to stick to dovish rhetoric, once again pointing to threats to stability and confirming the intention to keep interest rates at a zero level. All this is seen to wind down the euro. On Friday, ECB President Mario Draghi will give lecture at Belgian Central Conference in memory of Alexander Lamfalussy. But traders are unlikely to hear something supporting the euro in his speech. But they will find out that it was Lamfalussy who was one of the founders of the single European currency. The currency's price can be affected by Friday's report from the United States. And it's possible that the report from the other side of the Atlantic will even help the euro win back some of the losses. A report on the US GDP growth for the third quarter is scheduled for release. This will be the first assessment out of the three ones. The final reading of the US economic growth for the second quarter showed an increase of 4.2%, marking the fastest pace of growth over the past 4 years. Back then, traders reacted positively to the news. The US dollar index gained 30 points. Analysts project the economic growth will slow down to 3.3%. In case the forecast is missed and the GDP growth accelerates, the positive market sentiment can be expected again. If the outlook is met, the dollar could ease its pace of growth and let the euro bear some of its losses. Investors should also pay attention to the following economic releases. Several reports will be unveiled in the euro area. However, they are unlikely to have a significant impact on the market. Traders are more likely to react to the outcome of the ECB's monetary policy meeting. But there will be several reports in the United States that can change the price movement. These are the US trade balance and durable goods orders data. And the next day, on Friday, the United States will continue to unveil the series of macroeconomic reports. In addition to the GDP data, investors will take into account the change in the Consumer Sentiment Index from the University of Michigan. You were watching Forex Trader Calendar on InstaForex TV channel with me, Kate Stichina. We wish you profitable deals with InstaForex.